Are you done? Come on, you ready to go get dressed? We gotta go to school.
The lessons pressing me to live above necessity, relentlessly receiving messages receptively, and in turn I repeat the blessings that rest in me. Life is easy when you are as a vessel. Act without stress and you'll find it's less stressful. Test of self are in mind to control. How righteous are you without being told?
It's like 8 in the morning and I can already tell it's gonna be like the grossest fucking day outside. It's disgusting. I have this ongoing concern that one day the grid's gonna collapse, or we're gonna have some terrible calamity and everything's gonna fall apart, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to survive. Vacuum seal those and they're good for a while. Same thing with almonds. You know, some people, I don't want to say people go crazy with it, but sometimes I feel crazy. You know, this is something I actually talk about in therapy a lot. You know, I'm like, am I being crazy? Is it bad? And he's like, well, you know, if it takes over your life and it stops you from doing things, then yes, it's bad. If you're spending all your money on survival gear, then yes, it's bad. But, you know, preparedness is actually smart. So, you know, I think I try to keep it in check, because, you know, we all feel crazy sometimes. And this is one of my crazies. One of my crazies is, you know, making sure that I have enough in case of an emergency. But I guess that's not crazy, you know, I guess that's just normal. It's finding those balances, though, you know. And we all have to do that with whatever issue we're dealing with.
Yo, what's up, baby dog? What's up, baby girl?
What are you doing, buddy? Hey!
Watch him sing with his pants undone.
You're a real boy! I've been working really hard toward trying to be more organized. Like, my mind is all over the place all the time. I'm like so ADD. I have so many different projects I'm working on, so many things that I want to achieve, that it gets really difficult to actually follow through with anything. I get started on something, get distracted by something shiny, and then I'm off to that next thing I know. You know, sometimes I try different methods to keep myself on track, and you know, they'll work for a while, but you know, eventually they always kind of start to fall apart a little bit, and once a little bit, it all just comes down. So I've been trying to get back on schedule, and you know what I'm doing is I'm blocking off time in my calendar for specific things. Like, you know, like I said, Monday is vlog day, and then Tuesday I have to edit the vlog, and then, you know, Wednesday I blog and I have to work on art, and I got to do this and that, and you know, this is how I'm trying to set up my entire week, just so that I'm actually moving forward with accomplishing things. It gets hard, you know, but it's, even if I keep fucking it up, I have to always get back up and keep doing it. I can't just say, oh, I'm no good at it, and stop, because then I'm never going to get anywhere. And, you know, my ambitions outweigh my laziness. I mean, most of the time, but sometimes it's just difficult, you know. And I think that's important to remember, is that we all have ambitions, but we have to take the actions to be able to move forward with them, you know. You have goals, and how are you going to achieve them? You're going to do whatever you can to make the progress, to move forward. You have to have some kind of game plan, you know. And if you screw up with the game plan, you just got to pull yourself back to it. If it's not working at all, then try something new. And with meditation, when you're learning how to meditate, you count your breaths, and you know, it's supposed to, you know, in 1, out 2, in 3, out 4 to 10, and then once you hit 10, it's, you know, you start over. But what happens is, because this is how meditation works, it's how the human mind works, you get distracted, you start getting caught in your thoughts, you start paying attention to shit outside of, you know, your mind and your experience. And then you lose track of your count. Next thing you know, you're at 16. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? And then you got to just pull it back and start over again. And it's kind of the same way you have to handle things with staying organized. If you're scatterbrained like me, you have to, you know, just keep pulling yourself back to what was working and just continue with it. There's too much I want to do to not keep pushing. It's easy to want to give up, and you know, I do want to give up a lot, but I can't, because I couldn't live with myself if I did. People are going to look at my shopping cart and think that I only eat breakfast, and that's it. All day, every day. All the breakfasts. Come on, little baby dear. You gotta go back with your mama. Go on. Lady.
Yeah.
Hey, lady.
What?
Hey.
What? Oh. What? What?
I don't know.
Stop.